안녕하세요. I'm back, and twice is back. Well, I'm gonna check out Signal today, cause I've always wanted to check out this song and video, cause they seem to be pretty interesting, and it's a bit of a throwback. We're going back to 2017 here. I know it was a hit for the group. I mean, it did pretty well. And I've seen it referenced many times. And so I think, I have to go back and just check this one out. Also, there's a whole lot of news about we're getting a single that's going to be released. It's already been pre-released for some people who went ahead and bought the pre-release, I guess. But it's supposed to come later this month. And then I believe in March, the next album is dropping too. So that's pretty exciting, huh? And there's also a hopefully we can pull this off and we don't get in trouble for it. But there's a 30-second trailer for CHAEYOUNG's photo book. So we're gonna check that out too. But I wanted to go ahead and just check out Signal also. This is one that I haven't heard or seen yet. So here we go.
Trying to let you know 사인을 보내 시그널 보내 I must let you know 사인을 보내 시그널 보내 사인을 보내 시그널 보내 사인을 보내 시그널 보내 사인을 보내 시그널 보내 I must let you know 사인을 보내 시그널 보내 근데 전혀 안 통해 눈빛을 보내 눈치를 주네 근데 못 알아듣네 답답해서 미치겠다 정말 왜 그런지 모르겠다 정말 다시 한번 일을 냈어 사인을 보내 시그널 보내 눈치도 손짓도 어떤 표정도 소용이 없네 하나도 안 통해 눈치도 전혀 없나 봐 더 이상 어떻게 내 맘을 표현해 언제부턴가 난 네가 좋아 지기 싫어 바보야 왜 이렇게도 내 맘을 몰라 언제까지 이렇게 둔하게 내 친구로만 대할래 내가 원하는 건 그게 아닌데 시그널 보내 찌릿 난 너를 원해 왜 반응이 없니 시그널 보내 널 보며 웃으면 알아채야지 오늘만 몇 번째 널 보며 웃는데 말을 걸면 느껴야지 계속 네 곁에 머물러 있는데 언제부턴가 난 네가 좋아 지기 싫어 바보야 왜 이렇게도 내 맘을 몰라 시그널 보내 난 너를 원해 왜 반응이 없니 난 나를 맞다 나를 잠깐만 찌릿 설레서 미치겠다 정말 왜 그런지 모르겠다 정말 다시 한번 일을 냈어 사인을 보내 시그널 보내
Oh man. Oh, that was a lot of fun, man. That was such a fun video. Another fun Twice video. That was really cool. That was quite an interesting little narrative that they had going, right? Obviously the song is about wanting to get his attention but not being able to, you know. And so they had all their superpowers and stuff that were going throughout their efforts, and then it kind of makes sense, you know, at the end, the reveal that they're in fact also aliens. Well, you know, they certainly are out of this world, that's for sure. Now this is a very cool bop here that's going on. There's a really great 808 sound in here, just a funky big 808 that's going off, you know, that boom to boom to boom, right? Like, man, there's so much rumble in that. It's really, really strong. Lots of little synth tones sort of sweeping and bouncing around all over the place. Tambourine on the upbeat, so we're in 4, right? And there's a tambourine hit that comes in on the and, so one and it, like, you can hear that chink chink chink, which is just it's interesting. It's interesting to hear that in a sort of like dance electro pop kind of a tune or whatever. It works really well, actually. Nice contrast between a lot of the sections too, coming out of the chorus, going back into your verse sections. It's really fun to see like younger Twice, you know, like a lot of the short hair Twice, short hair Jonghyun. Oh man, it's fun though. It's really fun. This is a really fun video, man. This is cool. Now I see why it was been referenced so much and why it was a hit too. This is good. This is good. I'm pretty sure JYP had produced this song or did production on this one. Yeah, it's just got that upbeat, you know, kind of energy to it. You know what I mean? It's just it has that JYP quality to it, but it's good. It's fun. This is it's a cool video too, man. Here, watch. This is their acting, right? Good, Diane. the drama, it's, you know, oh. That's so much fun, man. That's so much fun. Okay, we've got some static, some little tones.
Trying to let you know 사인을 보내 시그널 보내 I must let you know 사인을 보내 시그널 보내
Swept synth bass. Big build up. Big build up, like the signals, you know, ramping up. You know what I mean? Oh, look at Chaeyoung. Look at this.
I must let you know 사인을 보내 시그널 보내 근데 전혀 안 통해
That 808, man, and the tambourine hits, boom, 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 ta, 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 ta. Right? We're in 4. It's definitely in 4. But man, that 808 sound is just so like, oh, it's like big. It's man, it's kind of a throwback sound. You know, you don't hear it all, like a lot. You don't hear it all that often. It does work for something like this, a sort of sci-fi kind of a feel to it. but man, it's a crazy 808 sound. That added sort of a bang effect that, you know, when Mina's trying to hypnotize that it's like a crash. It's a big deep bass crash, and it's like, and it mixes with the 808 hit too, and it just rumbles all around. It's crazy. So the 808 goes like way higher there, you know what I mean? From the section before, there's the boom, the boom, the boom, like it's way down at its low end. Now it's gone up to where the wavelength is a lot shorter, right? So the tone on it is actually higher. It works really well though. Man, it's good. Like, that's a great 808 sound. It sounds like we got some synth keys going on too. A little bit of almost like a delayed on synth keys, right? That like that sound that's coming in. You know, it's definitely synth, and it has a delay on it, almost like an attack delay, right? So you hit the chord, and you don't hear anything at first, and the level on it rises, you know, gradually till it whatever the setting is at, but it's has this sort of almost like a backwards kind of a feel, you know, sounds like it's moving backwards, something going backwards. It's pretty cool. Is it cool? This is a cool mix, man. Like it's little things in here, the way it's done, that makes it super interesting. Actually, it's fairly minimalist. There's not a whole lot going on. You got, you know, the 808, you got a little bit of percussion going, and then the occasional, like, you know, another synth sound, this delayed synth chord, those little sweeping synth tones that go on, but there's never like a whole lot going on in the mix, yet it stays really interesting throughout all of these sections. See, now it's the probably the busiest it's been so far in this section here. I guess we're going pre-chorus, right? You have the 808, you have a kick, you have something that it might be another synth type of keys, you know, something that's like that. It almost sounds like a guitar though, or it's being used in a similar way. Very funky. It's a very, very like funk kind of a sound. And then you have that tambourine hit that's coming in on the ands. One ta 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 ta, and then also the vocal part that's going. This is like the most full that the mix has been so far.
시그널 보내 널 보며 웃으면 알아채야지 오늘만 몇 번째 널 보며 웃는데 그 말을 걸면 느껴야지 계속 네 곁에 머물러 있는데 언제부턴가 난 네가 좋아 지기 싫다면서 바보야 왜 이렇게도 내 맘을 몰라 You know, it's a super funky sound, but
it's interesting. It sounds like something from the past, but also something from the future at the same time. Because of the because of that 808. That's a throwback sound that gives it a lot of retro quality. But then the other sort of synth sounds, the other things that are going on, the phrasing in all of the lyric is very, very, contemporary. Like it sounds like something from the past and also something from the future together. It's very cool, man. It's very cool. It's fun. It's super fun. Acting.
그런지 모르겠다 정말 다시 한번 힘을 냈어 사인을 보내 시그널 보내
Oh my goodness. Oh man. So it's slightly cursed, isn't it? Oh man, like it's cute, but it's also kind of like, oh man. Compared to the terrestrial Twice, you know what I mean? This is slightly cursed. Oh man, but that was super fun, man. That was super fun. Oh man, I'm looking forward to that. The new single I've heard. Well, okay, wait a minute. So this was again this is 2017 video at least. So it does have a lot of like, if I think of like like some of the earlier things that I've heard, it has an earlier sort of Twice feel to it, earlier in their discography, in other words. But it's super cool. It's got that crazy 808 sound in there. That's, man, it's cool. It's because you can't, I mean, you hear, I'm sure you hear that in other tracks nowadays too, but it just is a good use of it. It's clever. It's very clever, of course. It's always clever. The concept is always very clever, and it definitely adds to that, supported by it, reinforces it, I should say. But that crazy throwback 808 sound, again, fairly minimalist, right? A little bit of percussion. There's a kick, and mostly, I think you get that tambourine hit instead of a snare hit. And then a little bit of that delayed synth chord, like almost like synth keys going on, and some of those little quirky swept synth tones that are going on in the chorus section. Is it chorus or post-chorus? I think it might be post-chorus. And then it's kind of like you have verse, you have pre-chorus, chorus, and then the post-chorus, and towards the end of the song you just drop out some of those. You drop out the pre-chorus, even the chorus, sounding more like just a verse section in the post-chorus. Very interesting, very structure, right? The way it builds up and then starts to break down, which it's like a signal. It's like, the signal sort of breaking down as it comes to its conclusion. Man, it's got layers to it. It's like, it's fairly simple, but it's so smartly done, which is, JYP production. And so it's easy to hear why this was a hit, and to see. There was this is just cool. This is just like Twice, because it really feels like, them, right? I mean, they're always sort of from the start, you know what I mean? It's just that fun thing that they do. That thing that they do that's just it's fun, and it makes you smile, and it makes you happy. And it's very danceable. It's very danceable. It makes you want to move, like a lot of Twice songs, to be fair. But it was fun, man. This is really cool. This is really cool. And going back to what I was going to get to was the new single that's coming out, right? I've heard that it has like because I got the JYP bubble, right? And right now I'm following like Chaeyoung, Nayeon, and Gio. And the other day Nayeon said that it's something like between Cry For Me and Donut, which is interesting. You know what I mean? Like, I've heard other people, they've been posting that it does have sort of Cry For Me vibes to it. So it's going to be interesting, you know what I mean, to see what it is. Hopefully we don't get in trouble for checking this out. But, I'm going to get this. You know what I mean? Like, this is my ultimate bias right here. And I've seen a couple of photos, the ones that they posted so far, but let's see. Oh, that's Trouble. I've seen that picture. Dude, yeah. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to get that. There's no way. Oh man, that was a cool dance mix of Trouble. Man, that sounded crazy. At first, when the piano part on that, it's like, oh, I know that's Trouble, yeah. But oh man, it's exciting. You know what I think too? I think that they're gonna go on tour again. I feel everyone else went on tour, and they did world tours also, right? ITZY, they just came to the States. They did their world tour, right? There's others too. There's a different company, but Blackpink did the same thing. They did a world tour. And I just feel like it's coming, man. Don't you? I mean, we had Between 1 and 2. Then a lot of stuff happened. And now at this point, we're getting this Moonlight Sunrise single. And also we're getting another album. I just got this feeling, man. I had this feeling that we're going to hear Twice world tour. It's coming, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure. I mean, if ITZY, they came through. Like, I definitely had to work, but I wanted to go. But man, if Twice comes through, I'm not missing it, dude. I'm calling in. You already know. You know what I mean? I'm working until then. I'm gonna make sure I have everything covered, and yeah, because if I hear that Twice is coming, anywhere near here. Because it kind of has to be my first concert, K-pop concert. It kind of has to be Twice. You know what I mean? I can't even imagine it. Like, I can imagine seeing another group, but my first one, my first K-pop concert, no, that's got to be Twice, dude. It has to be. It can't be anybody else. They were the first K-pop group that I ever heard or experienced or whatever. And like, I'm a once. I can't. There's no denying it. They're my favorite group, and it doesn't matter. I enjoy everything. Like we never on this channel. I don't ever disparage anybody. I don't need to. That's the truth. I enjoy everything that I've experienced. It's all good, dude. It's all good. But I'm there's just the same. Twice is my favorite. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? So man, if they come through and I have an opportunity to make my first K-pop concert, Twice, I'm gonna be there, man. I'm not gonna miss it. I don't care. I don't care. I can't make it into work because I'm sick. Something. But anyways, CHAEYOUNG Photo Album, new album coming, new single. What is going on, dude? I'm getting. It's like, it's incredible, isn't it? It's like really exciting stuff, man. This is really cool. And this was a very cool track as well. Signal. It was good, man. It was great. It's just like, what would you say? Vintage Twice, right? Like, this is perfect. This is perfect Twice right here. This is what they do and what they've been doing. So that was very fun, man. Very fun. Definitely JYP production quality on that, and it made for a very fun time. So, man, I gotta catch up, man. I got a feeling like 2023. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. It's also gonna be a little bit difficult, man. It's gonna be challenging, right? I prefer that word. Let's take on the challenge that 2023 is gonna bring. So it's going to be it's gonna get hairy here. It's gonna get a little demanding, but it's all right, because we can do it. All right, Twice, Signal. It's great, man. It's an absolute classic from the Twice repertoire.